gabi sa Maynila, lights twinkle like a star. Ikaw at ako sabay sa bawat hakbang.
The river, the Pasig River, if I've pronounced it correctly. If not, sorry. These are those big light posts. Remember I was saying how nice they were? So you can really see them now in the daytime. But yeah, that's the big post office. Behind that post office is a park. And I walked through that. It's got a police station in it too, but last night it had, I don't know whether I'd say hundreds, but maybe hundreds of homeless people sleeping in there. It was kind of a little bit sketch. Like I felt a little bit just weirded by it, a little bit weirded out. I didn't feel like I was going to get, you know, crazy things happening to me. But after talking to Jeanette and her husband today, it sort of reassured me, but also reaffirmed that I just need to be careful with all this stuff, because I've got a bum bag it's loaded up with. There's another camera, you know, and there's your passport and your wallet, a bit of cash and your mobile phone. And they just said be careful with all of the stuff, all of it, have it all where you can see it in front of you. Not sort of slung around on your back where you have no idea what's going on. If you're in an area where there's a lot of people, because you might get someone, they said, that could slash and you won't even know it. So slash the bottom of your bum bag. I know it's sounding doom and gloom and oh God, don't come to Manila or whatever. But until I leave Manila in you know, another 5 or 6 days, however much longer I've got left, I'm not going to rip it to bits and say that it's bad.
How are you?
You know, some very friendly lady boys. Yes, there's lady boys here and the dudes in the back skating. See what I mean, man? They just love it. They love the they love the camera. So I'm almost doing an exact duplicate of what I did last night, but in the day. And why I'm doing this is because I know exactly where I'm headed to. So I know the streets and the little bits and pieces now to go across. But yeah, it's interesting. When I was talking to Janet earlier, I said, you know, I told her that I'd just come from Thailand and I'd been in Bangkok for 6 nights, and she was asking me about Bangkok and is it busy, blah, 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 all that sort of stuff. And I said, well, it is. I mean, it is a busy city. It's a big, busy city, but it's different busy. And she asked me, what do I mean? Like, what do I mean by it's different? How is it different? And I said, well, here in Manila, there's like a lot of locals everywhere. Like, they're just everywhere. They're pushing little trolleys up and down the street, crisscross. They've got there's hardware things on it. There's parmesan cheese on the other one. There's, you name it. There's stuff on everything. They're just sort of pushing it around through the city. I guess if they don't have to go too far, it's a lot quicker just to push it through the streets. And I said, it's just different here in Manila, like with the amount of people that are walking around and just being out and about in the streets. Whereas in Bangkok, now that now I've been here and I can look back on Bangkok, Bangkok was really organised chaos. It's chaotic, it's busy, but it seems to have some sort of organisation going on. Like, it's organised, it's got a rhythm to what's going on. And you know there with the, over in Bangkok with the SRT, the MRT, how easy it is to catch them. They've got timetables, even the buses. Here, there's not as many trains. I seen one just where I was sitting with Janet. I seen one, that was the terminal, it was the end of the line. And she was telling me that, you know, you can go up there and you can go so many stations and it's not too far. And then eventually it's the end of the line again. So, yeah, it's like the old saying, chalk and cheese or night and day between Bangkok and Manila, you know. Not really doing a bad comparison. They're two different countries, they're two different cities, they've got two different demographics, but it's a massive eye-opener. Oh my gosh. Here we've got the cats are out. Look at this one. We've got a little kitten, little babies. Look at this little fella over here, tiny little thing. I don't know what's, I think one of them's unfortunately not going to make it. Oh, there's another one there. I don't think they're going to. I think a few of them are not going to make it. I don't want to film them. It makes me sad. I don't like to see that sort of thing. This lady's got an Australia shirt on. This lady's Australian. Australia. She's from Australia, that lady. No, maybe not. She didn't understand what I was saying. She looked at me weird. Maybe she didn't realise she had an Australia shirt on. But this is that street again that I came down last night and it was really black. So look at it now. It's still a bit of a hive of people. They've got the trikes, they can take you around. Janet was mentioning that to go from the area where I'm staying, or at least from her store, to where is it? Up near Tondo, a bit past Tondo, and around. They'll do a bit of a tour. They'll take you there. They'll wait for you, and you can sort of buzz around and do some sightseeing. She said that 150 pesos, like maximum. So basically, she's saying just another thing, as usual with all of the touristy areas, the tourist traps and everything. It's another one of those. Just be careful of the prices they're trying to charge you. Think about it and think if it's like ridiculous prices, then obviously you're getting ripped off. Now I'm just coming around to that area, that wall. It's just kind of in the fort area, and we're at that place where you can go underneath and go inside the wall. So I'm going to have a look around here. It's a nice area. It's I mean, it is touristy from what I've seen in videos. I'm yet to see a tourist. Oh, with the Aussie lady. No, she wasn't Aussie, I don't think. She had the Australian shirt on. She may have been a tourist. I don't know. I think there's a Chinese, maybe Chinese tourist. But here, really all I'm seeing at the moment is locals anyway. I think right over at the fort, we're going to start seeing a few of the tourists. So that Macca's and everything's here. I'll spin around. We've got an armed guard truck here full of money. That'll be full of pesos. See this business over here, look at this one. It's just got all little shops and things in it. And people hanging around. Have you noticed that there's just like people just like hanging? I mean, that one's a food place, a little food stall. There's people there, but I mean, when I count them all out, there's about 15 people and there's only one person buying a couple of sticks of food. But you know, they're just like hanging about. There's hundreds of guards. Some are riding around on push bikes. They've all got guns. Some have shotguns hanging off them. So now I'm back at that place again. And it looks like it's this here. Can you see the sign? there. So you can go in here. It's open in the daytime. It's that big park. I'm going to go in and have a look. So I want to see what it's all about in here. Have a look at this. Look how old that is. It's got those little rooms that I was showing in last night's episode. So I've come into this park that I couldn't get into last night. Some cannons and things in here. A lot of people in groups. Basically, I had to do a bit of a loop to come into here because, as we know from last night, this was all locked up. The guards were here guarding the place. But you come in, this is not the fort, I don't think. Hang on. I mean, it's very old and it's very fortress-like, and there's cannons everywhere. Leroy, get your shit together. Where are you? Exactly. Okay, so it's called the, is it ASEAN Gardens? ASEAN Gardens. I mean, it's not the fort. Maybe it was like the walls, the outer walls of the fort. I know I sound very informative and very dumb, but either way, I'm gonna have a little squizzy around, I reckon. I mean, it's called, yeah, this is ASEAN Declaration. It's a Bangkok Declaration in 1967, the 8th of August. So there's the sign on it, and it's got a bit of information. If you're interested, you can pause there and have a bit of a read of what this place is and what it was designed for. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 5, 6. So you got a little bit more here if the sun's a bit glary. Yeah, my hand covering it. So there's the other part of it. So when I spin around, pan around here, so you've got all these little entrances. Look at that. So through there you've got an entrance. It's locked, but that's that park that I seen from the other side, and I went, shit, this joint looks like it's abandoned. It looks like it's a bloody haunted park at night time. It's just crazy. A few people have been walking up here. Can you actually get through? No. So it's a bit, God, there's huge fish. See this water? See that water there? There's bloody giant fish in there. Everywhere. I mean, they're not tiddly little, they're not tadpoles. So see those buildings up the end? We'll zoom in. That's that road I went down. And I said, oh, this is really dark in the night. It has the tricycle riders. Well, those buildings in the night time, they look like little haunted houses. Interesting. Don't you reckon? I think it is. So I find this sort of thing interesting. Especially places like that that are abandoned or no longer in use. They're disused. Oh, she's telling me to turn right. So I've got it set for walking to Fort Santiago. But I took that little detour into this area because I thought, well, I'm here, so I may as well throw this in. And I get to have a look. We get to have a look, film it. Why not? There's kids everywhere. They're puffing away on cigarettes, e-cigarettes and that. They don't even look like they're 14 years old. So you've got all sorts of, you've got statues and the usual. But this is a really interesting park because of how ancient it is, and it just seems to be left how it was, with a couple of additions from 1967 from the Bangkok Declaration. But I'm going to go around, I'm going to go up onto the wall. There's a wall here with some cannons. I'm going to jump up there and have a look, see what sort of view you get from up there. They're basic. They look like school kids. A lot of school kids in groups just chilling out here. But it's very, wow, look at it. I should see there's steps. Let me see these. Mate, they're giant steps. I'm doing these massive, big steps to get up here. Got the cannons here, and they've, you know, I mean, if I assume it's all like, see this, a cannon, right? There's heaps of them. I mean, they're replica because they're made out of concrete, and that's probably steel. But unless the actual cannon piece is real, I don't know. I'm not seeing much info on it. So I assume this is genuine, right? Is it? Is this 1861 here on the brick? 1861. It's been embedded. Oh yeah, it is, because a lot of the bricks have been stamped. See this? And another one up here. They're all 18. So they were. Those bricks were made in 1861. It's a long time ago. You've got these flame trees. What are those? Yeah, I think they are. It's frangipanis. Are they like a flame tree or something? It's quite a nice area. It's not giant, this part, but we're not at Fort Santiago yet. We're just sort of on the outside of it coming in. But this wall's really interesting. It's built up off the ground level, pretty high. Now I'm just walking along the top of it, kind of. It's fenced off all the way around. So in the night time, you can't get in here. It's guarded and everything. They've got a golf course. So this is the golf course section. Over here you'll see they're playing golf. And last night I was, what area was I in? Was I here? Oh, this golf course must go right around, because I was in a different section last night and I could see the golf course when I was walking along the top walkway, and I tried to get out, and at one end you walk up the set of stairs and there's a gate, and the gate's down all locked, and they had security, the guards driving around, but I couldn't get out. I ended up having to backtrack and go all the way back around, but that was on the other side. So maybe this golf course is a part of the same thing. I wouldn't think they'd have two golf courses so close together. Maybe, I've been wrong before, as you know. So there's just the groups, see the groups of people behind me. They're sort of like school age, upper school, high school. Yeah, but these cannons are, some of them are different. So I guess they're original. I mean, I don't know, I could be wrong. I'm not seeing any signage or plaques. These ones are very similar. There's three on this side here, but this one's a little baby one. What happened here? What happened with this fella? He's a little midget. All right, I'm going to jump out of this area because it's freaking hot. It's freaking hot up here. It's all like stone, brickwork and stonework, and there's no breeze in here. And man, it's just boiling. It's like literally, I am literally dripping with sweat. There's even a cat. See behind me there, there's a big group. They're all just chilling out, minding their own business. I go for a walk past them. They all want to say hello. We're going to walk out back through the main entrance and keep pushing on towards the fort. Old Missy Google Maps, she's in my pocket here and she's vibrating and telling me to turn left and turn right and go north and then turn south, the usual. Here she goes again. But we'll push through this set of gates again across the Royal Bridge. I don't know. I just make it up as I go. Sounds better. At least I commentate a bit more now. My early days were not so great. I don't know. I was not sure how to do it, or I was shy. Or I'm not really shy. I'm walking around everyone. I don't even sort of think that there's a person near me. So 1782 on the gate. Mate, the history of this joint is unbelievable, isn't it? So you go over like it's not a moat, but it's like, look at this. So that's how you get across. A little bridge over water. Bridge over water. There's a song about bridge over water. But this is it in here. All the little rooms. There's a bit of a plaque here. If you want to read about it, just pause this bit here. It tells you the construction, reconstruction, damages done in World War II, etc., etc. Stuff in 1979 and 1982. I'll let you have a little look if you want. Now, chugging along a little bit further. Last night I went that way. Today I'll go down this way. There's a bunch of side stalls down here. I don't know what they're selling, but I like to have a look, even if I don't really buy anything. As you know, I love just getting out and exploring. I'm thirsty. I'm always thirsty. So this is like look at this here. It's like a ramp, and it's wide enough for a car, but I don't know. Maybe it goes on top. It's a lot of maybes. There's a lot of maybes. This is section here, spicy fried chicken and all of that sort of stuff. Have a look. So you can see that's in the wall. So this is in that wall. So in that area, that parkland type area we were just in, this is the outer wall of that, and all these businesses are they're just in there. They're in the actual wall. Now that is pretty cool. Even the walls in there, they're sort of curved. If I can get in and see it, maybe in here. I don't know if you can see in there. You see the walls, they go up and around like that, curved. So this area is a bit of a hive of activity. People everywhere. Another street here, all full of food, good to view. So let's go down this one, because this direction takes us to the fort. Whilst that was really nice to walk around, it looks like it just continues on for another couple of 100 metres, and then sort of spins around a bit. This is all the local foods, Filipino foods. Had a little bit there with Jeanette earlier, very tasty. Some pork, one that her daughter had cooked up was a squash with coconut cream cooked up, quite nice. A couple of different ones, like a fried fish. I think it was like a small mackerel, which is not really the type of fish I eat, but I had a bit of everything, and it was actually surprisingly, for me, it was quite tasty. But all the different things, added them in. I think we got a bit of it on the video. I haven't seen it yet, but it was hard trying to film that because I was just, to be honest, I was really overwhelmed by their hospitality and the fact that they just offered and invited me in, a stranger. Now this is the thing that I'm picking up and that I've seen through other videos and research, is that they are very hospitable. If you want to have a chat, they'll have a chat. If you want to just say hello, they'll just say hello. If they want to give you a bit of food or drink or something, they will. And get this, they won't take money. I offered Jeanette, I offered a husband, I offered the ice cream, I offered money to everyone. I even offered money to the sweeper. They had a sweeper there. She gets a sweeper in. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. Sorry when I cough like that. I'm so dry. But I can't. How many drinks can you drink in a day? But that there was a fella there. Now she said he's got mental health issues. He comes around on a daily basis. She gives him 20 pesos. He cleans up everything. She said he's super fastidious. He's really a clean person, but he's, you know, one of those. I don't know whether I'll go down the homeless path, but he's one of those people that's not so well off. I offered the money to pay for everything, and Jeanette just, and especially her husband, they just would not take it. It was almost like it was wrong or offensive for me to offer the money, and I didn't know. So, you know, I'm sorry to any Filipinos watching if I did the wrong thing, but that's just me. I don't or didn't expect to be getting free lunch, 3 bottles of water for free, an ice cream. It was a mango and avocado dirty ice cream. So that was my very first dirty ice cream. I tell you what, that was bloody nice. 20 pesos. She said that one, you get there's a big stack there, 20 pesos. Everyone was coming around grabbing them. I thought, oh, I might as well pay for the lot. But no one would take the money. I thought, well, this could be good. I mean, I have no drama giving out some money for the food and all of that, but they just were not taking the cash. So we're kind of getting around the casa, that real Spanish vibe area. Oh no, it's cool. I'm just walking and vlogging. All good, thank you, Bart, thank you. Thank you. So yeah, getting the, do you want a tour? Do you want to me to buzz you around? That's all right, maybe another day. Not today. It would be a good idea, to be honest, actually. It probably would be if they're not going to rip you off. But I'm in the touristy spot. So they're probably going to just try and fleece you. I'm only assuming that. This building over here, check this out. Look at the artworks on that. It's pretty mad, isn't it? So this is all the Spanish. I mean, the Philippines in general is Spanish influence from the Spanish when the Spaniards were here. But this particular area is more so heavily influenced. You'll see by the architecture, by the buildings that are now occupied by restaurants, bars, cafes, little food outlets. And coming up is the famous church from last night's video, but we'll get to see it in the day. And I know there's some markets down the side of that in the daytime. And I'm just going to stand on this corner just for a little while, grab the maps out and see exactly where I am and exactly where I need to go next.
Sa loob ng pader, tayong dalawa. Sa Intramuros, kasama ka. Walking through the streets, hand in hand we're free. In the heart of Manila, just you and me. Intramuros love, our history. Intramuros love, just you and me. Sa bawat kanto, may alaala. Sa bawat tawa, tayo'y saya. Underneath the stars, you're my guiding light. In this ancient city, everything's right. Intramuros love, our history. Intramuros love, just you and me. Walking through the streets, hand in hand we're free. In the heart of Manila, just you and me. Intramuros love, our history.